Are you mobility challenged? You probably need some of the stuff I'm going to show you today. I know the last thing you want to think about is wheelchairs and hospital beds and grab bars and all that stuff, but you know what? You're getting older, you might have health problems, you definitely have mobility problems if you're watching this, so why not make your life better and safer for not only you, but for the people that love you? Hi, I'm Denise, and this is Travels in My Chair. Today is going to be all about how you can make yourself safer and more comfortable when you've got mobility challenges, or even if you're weak because of health problems. And I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm using to help my life and also the life of Alan, who is mostly, beyond being my husband, my caregiver. My new recliner came today. Still sitting in pieces. It came in one big box, came from Amazon, and I'm gonna talk about it because it's advertised as a large chair, but it is not, and it's exactly the size I need. This is the old recliner, which I say old, it's only a year old. That's much bigger, and it's 21.5 inches from floor to the top of the seat. So by the time I would put a Roho cushion, whether it be a 4-inch or a 2-inch, it was getting to the point where it was dangerous for me. And by dangerous, I mean in the height, just for me to climb onto the chair. Plus, it's a very wide chair. I mean, it probably is more fit for someone taller and much bigger. But at the time when I got it, there was a shipping shortage, and literally this was almost the only one I could get. And it's got a wide arm, which it's one part I did miss about it with the new chair, because I could grab on. It's a very sturdy arm and a very sturdy chair, where the other chair, okay, I back this up. This chair's got 2 motors. The other chair has only 1 motor, and it's not quite as sturdy. So if you're a bigger person, I would suggest a bigger chair for sure. This is my new recliner. I've been looking for 2 months for a recliner that would fit my needs. I'm only 5'1.5". One of the problems that I've been having is not being able to find a recliner with a wide enough arm that I can grab onto. Now, this recliner came with cup holders, and initially I was quite concerned about them, but I use them to grab onto when I'm getting on and off the chair. The other thing I required was, and this was the most important part for me, was low from the ground to the top of the seat, and this is only 15 inches because my occupational therapist and physiotherapist wanted me to get a Roho cushion because I'm seated all the time, and they are afraid I'm going to continue to get world famous bum wounds like I have in the past. So I needed to get only a 2-inch Roho cushion because it's narrow from the top of the seat to the top of the arm. So if I put a 4-inch Roho, which is the normal size, it would take me right up to the top of the arm. It wouldn't give me anything to grab onto. So I'm just waiting for that to come, and then we'll see how it goes. This recliner has also got heat and a vibrator that does a whole body, like legs, back, neck, and everything. And it's vinyl, not leather, but you know what? Fine. It's the only one that I could find, and I looked everywhere for 2 months. This is the new chairs. This is the little chair with Isla, and this is the old chair with Eva. My new Roho cushion came in the mail today. This is 2 inches, and it's going to go on my recliner. This is a Roho cushion, and as you can see, it's got individual little pockets. This is the 2 1/4 inch, I think, Roho cushion that I've purchased to put on my recliner, and this is the pump to blow it up with. And it's important not to overinflate it and also not to underinflate it. And it's supposed to help with pressure sores when you're sitting a long time. We've just blown up the cushion, just over 2 inches. And I also have an extra back support on this recliner because I don't have much distance between the back and the front on my legs, and it gives me extra support on the back. So, gonna give it a try. You guys are here watching it first. I've got the cushion on the chair. Felt really weird, I have to admit, getting on the chair. But I am now going to recline it and put my feet up and see how it feels. Well, guys, we might have a winner here. Let me explain. Last night I was sitting on the chair and I had the back support. My butt and my lower back were really hurting. I had to take a pain pill and it helped a little bit, but not completely. Today the cushion came. I ordered it on Amazon and saved quite a bit of money, but I knew what I wanted, and that's important. Don't just go haphazardly ordering any old thing. I knew I needed a 2-inch cushion and nothing deeper for this chair, because otherwise it'd be higher than the handles. This is comfortable. Alan's inflated it so it's not too hard, not too soft. And so far, I'm happy to report, my back doesn't hurt, my butt doesn't hurt. Yay! Date, update, alert, alert, alert. A couple of hours ago, I put the new cushion, the Roho cushion, on my recliner and sat down. And for the first time since December, I was able to sit comfortably for 2.5 hours, no bum hurt. Just saying, if you're having problems, might be the answer. These are the grab bars that Alan and our son Keith installed on either side of the toilet. The ones previous attached to the toilet, but you know, they weren't sturdy enough to support my weight as my legs got weaker. And as you can tell, we have a very, very small bathroom. And we tried to get a proper shower seat that had an extending part on it so that I could slide from the toilet onto the shower seat without any problems, but it was too big to put in here. So this is a shower seat that we're using. Alan turns it around. Our occupational therapist suggested that we put a towel on the seat and pull me along the towel so that the hard plastic of the seat is not hurting my bare butt, which would make that wound reopen when we don't want that. But if you ever want me to show you how we do that, just ask me and I will do it with my clothes on, however. This is my new wheelchair. Luckily, my Blue Cross insurance paid for it, but you're looking at $7,000 here. It's lighter in weight than my old chair, which is important because if someone is having to fold it up and put it in the back of the vehicle that you're, in, you don't want them to hurt themselves. This is the Roho cushion on it. This cushion actually has a hard foam front and then the cells at the back for my butt. This is to keep firmness for my thighs. It also, the occupational therapist also had a firmer back put on the chair so that I'm sitting with my back against the cushion. Yeah. And also it's curving around a little bit to hold me in a more erect position, and so I'm not, he noticed I was sort of sloughing off to one side. If you are contemplating getting either a power chair, a wheelchair, or anything mobility aid that's going to make your life bigger, please consider getting hold of an occupational therapist. For your own good, they will measure you properly. This has got a special grip on the wheels, and the wheels have got a special lip on it so they're not covering such a large surface. So this thing turns around on a dime, and the grip is so that your hands don't slide on it. It took a while to get used to, I'm going to tell you that, but it works. It also has tie downs at the front so that if you're in, let's say, a wheelchair-equipped taxi or Uber or your own vehicle, you can have tie downs that'll clamp onto the front. Oh, and here we have Roxy saying, well, what about me? I'm going to come along too. And that is true. She will. And she's always got to get her little self involved in everything. But as you can see, I've got the recliner in a seated position right now. And it's about even a little bit. Once I get the Roho cushion in here, it'll put me a little bit higher than the wheelchair. And then when it's time to get up, then I just sort of raise myself up to as far as you can comfortably raise yourself, truly without sliding off the chair. That's really important. I almost did that with my other chair, which, by the way, is over there looking all forlorn. It looks gigantic now, wheelchair. They measured me. They made it a little bit higher than my old chair so that When I'm in the house, I don't use the feet attachment because I like to just be able to move around freely, get on and off the chair as wish. Because they made it about 1.5 inches higher than my old chair, my legs aren't tangling up underneath the chair and it's safer. So once again, as I'm telling you, please get an occupational therapist to help you with your equipment. Just don't go buy a wheelchair off the internet unless you're only using it, to get from the house to the car or something like that. It's really important to fit. And also the height of the bars for the person that's doing most of the pushing. That's really an important feature too, right? So that they're not hurting their back. These arms on this chair swing out of the way so that if you have to use a transfer board, you can and slide back and forth on the transfer board. So far I can still transfer, and that's what I aim to keep wanting to do. So this is my new chair. I want you to see how it twirls very, very easily with one hand. It's got an easy grip wheel. Whew, made myself a bit dizzy there. Holy, no more rides at the fairground for me. Spring is here. And now, more than ever, I want to get outside and enjoy the fresh air and smell the glorious smells that only spring can come. Fresh green growing grass, daffodils, tulips, primulas, everything. Blooms, the plum trees, the apple trees, everything's going to come into bloom. And it overwhelms the senses. But in order for me to go out, I have to be safe. I haven't been using my mobility scooter or my power chair. I don't go out very often around people. One of the reasons that I got a new wheelchair is so that I could fit it with a proper cushion to make my life more comfortable, because I was having some issues, with the world famous butt wound. You guys are probably sick of hearing about it, but home support told me that the outer part can heal. Inwardly, it could take up to 2 years to get better, so best take care of things now. So thank you for joining me today as we check out my new equipment. I think the seat cover and the Roho cushions are going to be a huge success. 2 new subscribers. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye for now.